He's not a top 5 player of all time. If the Lakers don't win a championship, let alone.
We've been telling y'all, man.
Why do you think he moved to Miami, Beats?
Without question.
What did I tell y'all earlier?
Oh,
we know this.
I sent the U-Haul.
What's good with y'all boys, man? Real Game Official, man. And we back with another lit banger. You see what I'm saying, man? We got Paul Pierce, man. Destroys Bron on the GOAT debate. You see what I'm saying, man? This is from Speak. So shout out to Speak and Fox Sports for the video. Paul Pierce on LeBron's ring culture take. Physically around the other part we ain't here for, man. So I'm gonna cut this into 2 segments. This is the first video. Because we know what he said about the ring culture. We know what he said this whole summer, talking about Jordan, saying the rings don't really matter. Switching the goalpost for the GOAT debate with MJ. So let's get into this first ring. And depending on the moves you made, come on, bro. It's even another table for that. How dominant you were initially. Like, when you kids, you ain't thinking about when you a kid playing the sports because you want to win, you want to be good, and you love the game. It's not ever about the money. It get about the money to when you get to the point where you're in a league and you know you can get paid for it. But that's when it separates the people who are great and the people who just cared about the money. The people who was obsessed with the sport is the Kobe's and the MJ's and the Birds, Larry Birds, the Magic Johnsons. They obsessed with the game. They ain't really care for the money. They wanted to get paid, don't get me wrong, but they love the game the most. You see what I'm saying? They're going to do whatever it takes to win. That's why they're greater than LeBron's, the Tracy McGrady's. You see what I'm saying? I don't even be having no crushes, man. Everybody beautiful for the ladies. That's my crush, dog. It ain't got nothing to do with the vid. Now we finna get into what y'all came here for, man. We finna get on a compilation of Paul Pierce going in on Bron, y'all. Going way back in time. Let's get into that.
Today are scared of LeBron. If they see LeBron standing in front of them, fear shakes, and I know this. You know, my era is out the league. We wasn't afraid of LeBron. But these guys today, he strikes fear in these guys. I can see it.
Look, if Megatron was standing in front of me, I feel...
If the Lakers get the #1 pick, what are they going to do? What should they do?
If the Lakers got
They're going to take Zion, but what should they do?
Lakers got the #1 pick.
Here we go.
I would trade LeBron James.
At least he kept it.
See, you don't know basketball. You just got caught. You just got caught. It's official.
Luka Doncic, like, he is part of LeBron James' legacy. This is a player who grew up in Slovenia.
Yeah.
Wanting to play like LeBron James, was greatly influenced. I will never forget this. Doncic's first game at Staples Center against the Lakers. After the game, he went and got LeBron's jersey from him. We were over in the JW Marriott next across the street from the hotel. The game's been over. He's left the arena. He's got his bag. He was still clutching that LeBron James jersey in his hand, walking through the hotel lobby.
So, Woj, you tired of us, Max, you and particularly, us making excuses of the best player of this generation. You don't trade for Anthony Davis to say, no, guys, we don't want to win this year. This is a building year. We're going to probably win it next year. When Doc brought us together, me, Ray, and KG, we said this year, because we don't know what's going to happen the following year. And look what happened the next year. We won it the first year we got together. The next year, Kevin got hurt.
How many?
We dealt with injury problems. You,
KG, and Ray Allen.
The first year we got to, yeah, absolutely. But listen, you got.
Well, they went for Kawhi, but they couldn't get.
You let him speak.
Stop making excuses. If they don't win this year, LeBron's not getting any younger. This is going to be a big hit on his legacy. And I've already said he's not a top 5 player of all time. If the Lakers don't win a championship, let alone.
We've been telling y'all, man.
First round,
I've been telling y'all that.
Talk no more. I'm just saying.
I've been telling y'all that.
I just don't. I can't put him in those conversations. If he gets to another finals, he's 3-6. Now, when I put out my top 5, I put Russell, Kareem, Magic. Of course, we got Jordan at the top. And I said Kobe
4 and
Bean
7.
for the simple fact
Apparently.
he won those 2 titles without Shaq. And that's why I rated him that high. Look at those guys' finals records.
But he had Powell.
Even Tim Duncan, you can say Tim Duncan's up there at 5-1 in the finals. Kobe Bryant, 5-2
Hold on, wait,
in
why
the
is the
finals.
standard different for those guys, Paul? Paul, Wilt didn't make the
What you
finals and
mean?
certainly didn't win it most years, and Wilt had some great
Well, I don't
teammates.
have
Why
Wilt
is
in
the
the top
standard
5.
different for LeBron?
And the reason I have Russell in the top 5, he won 11 championships, and he had to beat Wilt multiple times. I mean, Wilt, arguably the most dominant player ever. Come on now. Who could deal? Wilt would dominate.
Magic, Jordan, Tim Duncan, Kobe, Bird. These guys are all top 10 players who either help build up their organization or continue the tradition. And
the one thing that has ever
from LeBron, he went and put together a team in Miami.
I think there's a lot of
he came back to Cleveland to put that team together. And then he went to the Lakers, where a tradition has already been made, and we don't know, that's still to be continued. So in saying that, that's my argument.
Organization, it goes both ways, man. It ain't just like one player is the only thing that makes it happen. LeBron James wasn't surrounded by other great players. He had to go to a first-class organization in Miami to actually figure out what the standard of excellence was with Pat Riley and D. Wade and Mickey Harrison. Come on, man.
So who you blaming this on? What's your point?
I'm not blaming it on anything. I'm saying you don't need to make an
Mind
organization
y'all, man, I
great
ain't said none the whole video, really. I ain't really been pausing it. But that one time, it's my second time pausing it for real. This is coming from somebody that beat Bron every year. The first 6, not every year, but majority of the times they played each other. He could not get past Paul Pierce and them Celtics, and he was destroying Bron. Paul Pierce was destroying Bron back then, bro, with the big shots, bro. He was outscoring Bron too. I've been told y'all Paul Pierce is that nigga. Paul Pierce is like that. He was really like that in his prime. I feel like he ain't getting enough flowers, bro. When he retired in 2016, he should have got his flowers, bro. He was a dog. Him, KG, and Ray Allen, they was dogs. So listen to what he's saying. He faced this man in Cleveland before he turned in to the Looney Tunes. Until he called the Looney Tunes and was the first guy to team up with superstars. This is the person he had to do that because he made Carl Pierce and them Celtics. They made him join and form super teams. He's the main reason, bro. I hope this go viral. I hope this hit this video. I hope this hit the 200-300K. This should be my most viewed video, bro, because Paul Pierce is where it started. And I need to make a whole separate video on that. We ain't gonna go too much into detail, but listen to everything he's saying in these compilations. It's not hating. That's my point I'm trying to make. That's why I paused the video. He's not hating. He's being honest. This was his number one competitor right here. This was his enemy. So pay close attention to what he's saying. He knows better than anybody.
Be one of the greatest of all time. I don't have an obligation.
I didn't say he wasn't the greatest of all time. I did not say
he said he's not top 5 on your
He's
rank.
not the greatest of all
That's the
time.
way
He's
the
not top 5. You want to hear my top 5? You want to hear it again?
Sure.
You want to hear it again?
He on a clutch payroll.
Kareem, Russell. And you know who the 4th one is? Magic.
Who's the 5th?
And now you know who's in my top 5?
I'm not gonna say nothing
Kobe.
right now.
Kobe Bryant.
Come on.
That's my top 5. Argue with it.
Paul Pierce's list is personal, right? Because we don't
Shut up. You was his teammate.
About this
Come on,
enough,
bro.
but Paul and Braun have never liked each other since Braun rookie year. Here's a backstory to this real quick, and then you could understand why LeBron is not on Paul's list. We're playing in Columbus, Ohio, my rookie season against the Cleveland Cavaliers, right? You know when LeBron was coming into the league, he was getting a lot of heat from players.
He's a hypocrite, bro. That's so hypocritical. Like, that ain't even a word for real, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. That's like Isaiah saying Jordan's not in his top 5. And he hated Jordan. They hate each other to this day. He knows Jordan's the best of all time. He's not going to say Jordan's not top 5, even if he don't think Jordan's number 1. Which is opinionated for real, because it's so many greats. But come on, I know Jordan's number 1. Most people know he's number 1. But he even ain't finna say that about Jordan. You see what I'm saying? And I'm saying that to say, if Bron was really top 5 or really the GOAT, Paul Pierce ain't got no choice but to be honest and let it be known. But how can he be number 1 or top 5 when Paul Pierce basically ran Bron out of Cleveland? He basically ran LeBron to Miami. He never beat Paul Pierce without a super team. So in Miami, when they finally beat Paul Pierce and KG and Ray Allen, that don't really count. Because it was 2 other top 5 players playing alongside of him. Pay attention with what Paul Pierce is saying. And I hope Paul Pierce watching this, bro. Because I'm going to give you your flowers. Even though I ain't like y'all musty ass funky Celtics back in the day. Because I was a Bron fan. I respect you, though. And you was that guy.
Not going to do that to us. The chosen one, wait till he play against grown men. So his first preseason game is against Paul Pierce. So Paul is talking noise to the bench, right? He's talking big noise to the Cavs bench, and they're sitting over there. Bron them, they all sitting over there, Drew Gooden and everybody. So Paul actually spits over there at the bench, right? The ultimate disrespect, okay?
I know about that.
It ended up turning up. After the game, both teams were meeting in the back. We had the guys was ready to fight. We had to hold people back. Like, it went up from there. Ever since that moment.
And it was a clear spit. It wasn't a Rajon Rondo spit.
That manipulation don't work on everybody, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. That's a competitive nature. It is what it is. They ain't like each other. It is what it is. It's sports. But you supposed to be soft and friends? Just because Bron want to be friends with everybody, bro. That don't mean, like, come on, bro. You make no sense. You on his payroll, obviously. You one of his best friends. Ain't nobody listening to nobody under the Clutch Media. We could tell. Look at how Chris Broussard was looking at my last video. Looking in the video. When Colin was... You see what I'm saying? Exposing the real that I really shouldn't have made on the video. I mean, on the channel. Because it get deep. Come on, bro.
Today. I don't know if you remember, Cassie. We was doing hoop streams in Houston against the Lakers. Remember Bron walked by us and said something before his pregame shots? He did not speak to Paul. That's the backstory. So I think Paul list is kind of more personal towards LeBron than just saying, because there's no way in hell that you could say LeBron James is not top 5. You may not have him as your GOAT, but to say that he's not top 5, that's just crazy. And I love Paul, but that's kind of, I think it's more personal than anything.
Rival in his 16-year career.
Oh, man. Well, you got guys like Melo, KD. Bees, why would you ask me a silly question? It's me, of course. No one has had more playoff battles and more meaningful games.
And some of y'all who don't know nothing about basketball is going to disagree and try to clown Paul Pierce or look at him like he crazy. Or bring up what he be doing nowadays, little memes and stuff. He was like that guy back in the day. I don't give what nobody say. They had me crying a couple times. Mad as hell in the car, bro. You already know that story, bro. He was like that. He definitely was the number 1 rivalry. He definitely was his best competition. You see what I'm saying? We can't say Kobe because they never played each other in the playoffs.
Than me and LeBron. So how could it be nobody but me?
Okay.
I have my career high versus LeBron, 50 points.
It's a no-brainer. 5 playoff series. They both played for different teams. It was Cavs Celtics, Heat Celtics,
That's an easy one.
Heat Nets. They played in one of the all-time great Game 7s.
Yeah.
Paul had 41, got the win. LeBron had 45, got the bitter loss.
It's actually working out for you, Paul.
Without question, LeBron's greatest rival of all time.
Without a doubt.
Dan?
Without a doubt. We had some many battles.
Because
that's an easy one.
And rivals come into playoffs, so.
Absolutely.
Some could say it's LeBron James himself is his own greatest.
That's so
very
introspective.
philosophical.
Why do you think he moved to Miami, Beats?
Without question.
What did I tell y'all earlier?
Oh,
We know this.
I sent the U-Haul. Come on now. I sent the U-Haul down there.
And set one of the
What
greatest
time
tweets
is it?
of all time.
Basically.
Remember one of the greatest tweets of all time. After you guys beat.
It's a pleasure bringing my talents to South Beach.
The greatest.
Already retirement ceremony here at the TD Garden. It's coming in what has been a
I remember this game. They blew out the Cavs.
But Corbett throws it ahead to Clarkson. Clarkson, quick catch and shoot. Got it! Clarkson.
He ruined his retirement ceremony. That's crazy. Bron funny. Bron a good guy though. Besides basketball, I ain't got nothing to say about him personally. He a good dude. Somebody definitely you gotta look up to. But outside of basketball though, outside of basketball, y'all. That's what everybody says. Outside of basketball, you want to be like him when you grow up. For real, take care of your family. But we know he ain't the GOAT. We been past that. Shout out Paul Pierce, man. Keep doing your thing, man. I don't like what these networks doing to you, bro. Start your own stuff, bro. We need to own our own stuff, bro. Do what Mason, Cameron, and them doing, bro. Start your own shit. You see what I'm saying? You don't need ESPN and them. But that's the end of the video, man. And I'm out. It's good with y'all boys, man. Real game official, man. And we back with another lit banger. You see what I'm saying, man? Shout out to D Allen, Rick's TV. He got Patrick Ewing destroys LeBron James. He ain't no assassin or like Michael Jordan. MJ, the GOAT. Let's get to this video, man. Patrick Ewing going off. Crazy.
Patrick Ewing, who once played for the New York Knicks, picks Michael Jordan as his GOAT over LeBron James. Here's Patrick Ewing stating something that we already know. Something that should pretty much be common sense. It's like one of those duh moments. Saying that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James is something that you don't even have to think about. That should be the first thing that comes to your mind. That's like putting your shoes on before you leave the house. Something you automatically know to think to do. Like waking up and brushing your teeth. Although I know there's a lot of y'all walking around with funky breath, it's almost like putting on lotion before you leave the house. But I know it's a lot of y'all walking around here that's looking ultra ashy, ladies and gentlemen. That's like, you already know you broke. Why you gonna check your bank account? Why would I log into my bank account when I already know it's the same $2.50 that's been in there for the past 3 weeks? It's like, bro, how you gonna unbroke a broke person? Make that make sense. If I'm broke, then I'm broke forever. But let's read what Patrick Ewing had to say. It says, Ewing emphasized that LeBron James is a great player in this era, but he's not Michael Jordan. He says, quote, it's two different animals. Michael Jordan was a killer, an assassin. LeBron James is more like of a facilitator. He's one of the guys that you're going to give the ball, and he's probably thinking shoot first before pass, where Michael, you give him the ball, he's thinking he's going to score 50 on you, then he's going to pass. I don't think he meant to say that LeBron is one of those guys that you're going to get a ball and he's going to think to shoot first. I think he meant to say in terms of being a facilitator, he's going to pass first, then he's going to think to shoot. And this is something that Kobe Bryant stated years ago about if there was any player that he would want to play with, it would be LeBron.
That's why he's not the GOAT. Because it's like, bro, to be the best, bro, the best of the best was going to take that shot. When a team needed them the most. When it's 5 seconds on the clock. When you either got to tie the game or you got to win the game. They not passive, aggressive. They're coming to take your soul, bro. They coming to kick you out the playoffs, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just a different type of like psychology, like and mindset and mentality, bro. Like and Bron ain't have that, bro. Going down this rabbit hole, Bron did not have that, bro. Like the All-Star game, we just seen that video earlier today. I had dropped. It was like an All-Star segment in one of them videos we was watching. I think it was the Nick Wright video. That moment, Kobe giving Bron advice that he got from MJ. And then I could go on and on and on. Like another good point in the interview with what's his name, Pat McAfee. I don't really have a relationship with Jordan right now. I guess it's because I'm still playing. Come on, bro. MJ ain't got that relationship with you, bro. Cause like you talk way too much like during your career. Even right now, you doing a little bit too much talking, and then you disrespected the game by saying, "Oh, when I came back and beat the 73-9 Warriors, that made me the greatest." Like, Jordan don't respect what you say. He don't respect all of the weak moves you did. He don't respect that you can't be clutch in the fourth quarter. He don't respect that you throw your teammates under the bus each and every time you get. He don't respect when you traded away all of the All-Stars you done had. He don't respect when you hop from team and team to team to team to team. He don't respect that. Come on, bro. That's all of the, and then the free throws you can't even make. Like, bro, I can go on and on and on, bro, and make reason why you not the GOAT and why the legends don't have no respect for you. Like, y'all see how many videos I'm dropping on all of these people coming out of woodworks, bro. All these legends, bro. It don't matter if the video old or not. All of these legends, more than like, we probably more than 20 so far that we done posted on this channel. It seemed like they don't have anything good to say about you. They don't really have that much good to say about you, but the longevity, and they don't even respect that, their longevity part, because every time somebody bring up, anytime a legend bring that up, not one of these sports analysts that never picked up a basketball a day in their life, every time the legends speak on you and the longevity, they don't count that. Because at this point, bro, you just adding stats. Like, you just stat padding, and then you just trying to get the bag. Because you had an option, bro. You got an option this year, this summer, to decline your player option and have the Lakers trade you to another team. Because it's clear as day they don't want you no more. And it's Luka's team. But I ain't going to get off topic, y'all. I just wanted to say that real quick. And make my mark on that, man. I'm tired of the LeBron stuff. I'm tired of the shenanigans.
Because LeBron is a passer, he's a facilitator by nature, and Kobe is a scorer by nature. So it would pretty much go hand in hand. And Patrick Ewing, you're right. They are two different animals. Michael Jordan is a lion. Mufasa, the king of the jungle. LeBron James is nothing more than a koala bear. Michael Jordan is a shark in the water. LeBron James, he's a baby shark.
When you look at that game,
baby shark, baby shark. But he's just letting you know that LeBron James doesn't have that assassin's mentality. He doesn't have that killer instinct in him. And as much as the Bron-sexuals and the media try to convince us that he does not. And here you have an RBA player with experience who actually played against Michael Jordan telling you. It's like with the Bron-sexuals, they're willing to take any test except for the eye test. My eyes have shown me time and time again that LeBron James is not a closer in the fourth quarter. We've seen him choke more than he's closed games out. We've seen him quit on his team multiple times. LeBron James. So in other words, you ain't built like that. You ain't no killer. You ain't no King Von. You ain't Scarface. You ain't no killer like Mike. You get it? And I ain't talking about the rapper Killer Mike. I'm talking about the basketball player, the ball head guy who once played in Chicago, Chirac, LeBron James. When Tupac stated in a song, I ain't no killer, but don't push me. No, he's right. You ain't no killer. And people can push you. Now, for some reason, the media has conditioned the masses, even RBA players, to automatically to attach LeBron James' name to Michael Jordan's name because they're trying to force the people to believe that LeBron James and Michael Jordan are somehow mano y mano. They're in the same realm, and it's not even close. I don't have Patrick Ewing in my top 10 personally, but I do believe that Patrick Ewing was a better player than LeBron James. Patrick Ewing came during a time where the game was far more physical. Just think, Patrick Ewing played in Michael Jordan era. And Michael Jordan, majority of Michael Jordan's scoring came from scoring on the inside. This was the era of the most dominant big man. One of the reasons that Patrick Ewing couldn't get a ring is because of Michael Jordan. It took for Michael Jordan to retire before Hakeem Olajuwon would get a championship. Michael Jordan is the reason that a lot of players didn't get rings. Reggie Miller, the Cleveland Cavaliers, Gary Payton, Karl Malone, John Stockton, Charles Barkley, some of the greatest first ballot Hall of Famers who have blessed the game have lost out on rings because Michael Jordan and the Bulls stood in the way. But when you look in the LeBron James era, so many great athletes has eaten off of LeBron James. Dirk Nowitzki, from Kawhi Leonard to Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic. And remind you, this is all while LeBron James is playing on super teams. They always praise him advancing to all these RBA finals, but he does not have enough.
Swap them out, Jordan and LeBron. This the careers like with teammate wise. Man, Jordan's like 20-0. I'm not even lying. At minimum 10 rings. 10-0 minimum. Like, be real. Let's be real, bro. This man trash. If we being 100, when it comes to like the GOAT debate, like he's trash. But like overall, he's a great player. Obviously, all time great. But come on, bro. Jordan had the amount of help, bro. And you only had You only had Scotty. And the good role players like Rodman and Kerr. Let's be for real, bro. You might have went 1-6 to Jordan 6-0. Think about that, y'all.
To match as much talent that he had. And this is why LeBron James does not want to retire. Because if he retires, the media is instantly going to move on to the next. Because his entire game is based and centered around...
That's how the world... My bad, y'all. That's how the world works, though. They're going to move on to the next person. That's just, unfortunately, how the world works. They're looking for the next person that they going to run a machine behind. Which right now is looking like Ant-Man. Ant-Man just got to get past... He got to get to the finals, Ant-Man. Ant-Man got to get a little bit better. But I like Ant-Man. Ant-Man's the next person to feel like Kobe's shoes and Jordan and them shoes. And to the media, LeBron shoes, you know.
Yes. So he has to stay around and pad his stats because if he leaves the game, he's no longer going to be relevant. So Luka Doncic is going to come along and he's going to get all the stats. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to get all the stats. Steph Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Paolo, whatever the guy name is, Ja Morant, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. The game is going to continue, and these younger players are going to put up the numbers. They're going to put up the stats. LeBron James' numbers will be forgotten about, and those numbers are what is continuing to keep him relevant. They need those stats, and they need for him to break all those records to sell you on, to convince you that he's better than Jordan. And they know without those stats, you're going to see the truth. I ain't even going to lie. I always thought the name Ewing was cool. Like, I thought that was a cool name, Patrick Ewing. There's so many different ways you can really flip that. I mean, it's really crazy that his last name is Ewing, like Ewing. But he ain't never won the title. He ain't never won nothing. So having the last name Ewing and you ain't never won nothing is crazy. Or you could say UN, Patrick Ewing. Like you end. Like LeBron James, you end your career being 4-6 in the RBA finals. most career turnovers in RBA history. You will have the most missed shots in RBA history.
Well, that's the end of the video, y'all, man. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and a reaction to this video, man. It's definitely facts what he was saying in the video, bro. To the next one, bro. I'm out.
Not this year, next year. Lakers chip 2026.
I totally disagree. I don't think he's going to get a chip. You go on the other end, and you know you got that one guy that can make shots, like Luka, like Kobe, like Michael. You see, I didn't name LeBron because he can't do it. But, or like Kyrie Irving.
Wow.
Or like Steph.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. You know. It's good with y'all boys, man. Real game official, man. And we back with another lit banger, man. You see what I'm saying, man? We ain't gonna waste too much time because we got almost an hour. We got 49 minutes of Gil's Arena. Tim Hardaway Sr. calls out Gil's Arena for trashing the 90s. Ooh. Y'all let me know what y'all think from the title, man. Let's get to this video, though.
Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a good one. Let me get a whoa, whoa, whoa. So we're coming to you from the Emporium Arcade Bar here in San Francisco for 2025 NBA All-Star Weekend.
I've been everywhere but San Fran and Colorado.
So as always, we got the legend and former Golden State Warrior Gilbert Arenas. Yep. And on this side of the couch, representing Tough Crowd University, we got Mr. B, Brandon Jennings. Last but not least, we got NBA champion of the world. You remember he won a chip with the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
Part of the dynasty.
That? You remember that?
Swaggy P, Nick Young in the building. And shout out to our Gil's Arena DJ, T. Mackin, for holding it down in the arena for y'all. But ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all pulling up. We have a very special guest pulling up to the arena right now. He's a 5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA selection, was inducted to the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame in 2022. He also started his career right here in the Bay Area as a member of the Run TMC Warriors, the man who gave us the killer crossover and once told Charles Barkley, in your face, give it up for Tim Hardaway.
Hardaway.
Yeah.
Both of the Hardaways was cold. Him and Penny. He was cold too. I think he was a guard. Tim Hardaway. He was a guard.
How you doing? Yeah. That's my coach.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Hey.
Y'all were together with the Pistons back in the day when you were coaching, but
yes, very competitive. Very competitive. Love that guy.
So we want to give a special shout out to Anscape for sponsoring these shows here at All-Star Weekend. Check out my new film with Anscape called Memes and Nightmares, premiering February 20th on Hulu. It's executive produced by LeBron James and Mav Carter. Takes a deep dive inside the world of NBA Twitter, its impact on the basketball community at large. That is Memes and Nightmares, premiering February 20th on Hulu. And as always, if you don't have the Underdog app, go ahead and download it right now. Use promo code GIL, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash, plus a special pick'em. And we are doing a special mostly fans here. So if you got questions for Tim or the rest of our couch, when instructed, please pull up to the mic and ask your questions. And yes, we're doing our Gillian subscriber giveaway. Help us get to 1 million. For every 1,000 subscribers we get from 900,000 to 1 million, we're giving $1,000 away to an Underdog user as long as you use promo code GIL and you subscribe to the YouTube channel. But let's get this thing going. So about half of your career here. My dad, Marcus Johnson, played on the Warriors squad in 1989 when you guys came through. So got to see the birth of the whole TMC. But you played with Chris Mullin the entire time, Mitchell Richmond for 3 seasons while he was here, forming one of the most legendary trios in NBA history, Run TMC. So as you look back now, what's the impact of the Run TMC Warriors on the Bay Area and the basketball community at large?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I appreciate you all. I see you all the time talking shit.
Talking that good shit.
I got some things I want to say too about what you said about us in the 90s. So.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay. I'm talking to you, buddy.
Yeah.
All y'all. Yeah, I'm talking to all y'all. Yeah.
That's what I love about the players that played in the 80s and 90s, bro. No filter, bro. Straight stand-up dudes, man. They gonna tell it to your face. That's what you need around you. You need people like that around you. I wish the world was more like that.
Some words from Chris Mullin, Mitch Richmond, all the other old guys. They said I was coming on. He was like, yeah, make sure you give it to him. I said, no question.
Uh-oh.
All right.
You can give it to him right now if you want.
It. You know, I used to watch your dad when I was in Chicago, when he was with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yeah.
And always follow his career. And when he came to us with the Warriors, we said, when Marcus came to us, man, we had a great time, man.
Yeah.
We had a great time. He taught us a lot, too.
Okay.
He taught us a lot. So tell your dad, every time I see him, tell him I said hello and everything. But, you know, run TMC for 2 years, man, it was the best. It was the best. We had, and our teammates, we had so much fun. It was very competitive. We knew how to play the game. We had very good IQ about the game. We was very studious about playing against people, playing with one another, who, you know, just looking. We didn't call out plays. We just looked. And, you know, that's a back door. We just looked, throw it past his ear. All right, he playing this way, he playing that way. Guys today don't talk like that. But and I say this, a lot of people don't know. Y'all got a gem here in Jimmy Butler. You know, I disagree with everything he did with the Miami Heat and how he went about it, but that dude can really play. That dude can really play. And I tell you this, if everybody stays healthy, they won't be in the playing game. They'll be in the playoffs.
Okay. Tim, are you gassing these people? Or you really think that if the Warriors stay healthy, they will be in the playoffs?
If Draymond Green stay healthy, they will be in the playoffs.
I said that.
Okay, well, shout out to the Warriors fans. Y'all agree with Tim? Y'all think the Warriors making the playoffs with Jimmy Butler and that crew? The Steph era goes on. But so when you came up here, you said you had.
That's how I know I'm on point, and I really got to give myself credit and my own self, my flowers. Like, I really know. I'm a sports head. I really know what I'm talking about when it comes to the NFL and the NBA. Like, a legend just said the same thing I said yesterday. But I think this interview old, but I ain't never watched this before. So just to confirm and know I'm right about what I'm saying, got to give myself my flowers.
Something about the 90s basketball, Gil's comments you wanted to address,
you know,
the rest of the couch.
You know, everybody talking about Mike. Mike is the GOAT. Mike was that bad motherfucker. Mike, you know, had it going on. Mike didn't let people beat him. Mike didn't, he went on about his business. He didn't let people, you know, beat him, and he knew how to play the game. But you all think that we couldn't play. You say, you know, he playing against some scrubs, or he playing against some guys that can't play, and we let him do this and we let him do that. No, man. A lot of you guys couldn't play in our fucking era. Y'all couldn't play in our era.
Any guys on this couch?
And Gil could.
Okay.
We would have beat his ass.
Gil?
We would have knocked him on his ass.
I would have went right by you.
I was too tall for y'all.
No. You probably wouldn't have made it out because you would have been in the game. You would have been in the game because you wouldn't have had that mentality to make it out. But Gil, he probably could have hung. Oh yeah, it was. You know, when we was growing up,
I couldn't play against Eglo and all them motherfuckers.
Hey,
Craig Elo.
Man, you better stop Tim Hardaway.
You talking about Ego?
Stop this shit.
You talking about Eglo from the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yes, all that.
That motherfucker was nice. That motherfucker was nice.
Man,
your game was all right, but you know, you think it was nice.
Man,
your shit was all right.
Let's stop.
Yeah, your shit was all right.
It was a couple of y'all back in 85 from 89.
I told y'all, bro, they different. The 90s and 80s.
Had the Tim Hardaway crossover and all that. But come on, man.
Go ahead. Name another guy. I can't hear you.
I would name Mark Price, wherever he's standing.
Mark Price was a bad motherfucker. He don't get his just due.
But where would he be ranked in this era if he was
ranked with this era? It's a lot of motherfuckers couldn't stay with Mark Price. Mark Price was a fast white guy. He could stop on the dime, shoot it in your face, split the double team, knew how to pass the ball, knew how to play the game. Mark Price was a bad motherfucker.
A speedy Caucasian, as you said.
You know, Rod Strickland, another motherfucker.
Yeah.
Kevin Johnson, another motherfucker.
Kevin Johnson.
All right, we had some bad motherfuckers in our era.
No, the 90s is fine. My complaint was the 80s. So obviously I was talking about the 80s. So there's this illusion about the hand check. and I always use you as an example. And I said, if the hand check was so dominant, then how can the scoring guard come in as rookies, tearing everybody's ass up, right? So there was only a few back then: Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Johnson, and then you. And I'm saying, if the hand check was what everyone said was, when the scoring guard, the guy who comes downhill, when he came into the game, why wasn't it affecting him?
I'm gonna tell you this. When we came into the game, Kevin Johnson, myself, even Mark Price, we was fast enough and quick enough, and we could handle the ball. And we used to get out of the offense. And we used to not run offense. If you was gonna hand check us, we used to not run offense, and we used to take our man, so he had to understand, oh, these motherfuckers ain't running offense. These guys are, we gotta play them legit. Other guards, say like Derek Harper, he didn't have that, those handles to get past somebody. Like Brandon, you and Brandon, y'all had handles to get past. If somebody picked you up, you laughing at them.
Yes, yeah.
Y'all laughing at them.
For sure.
So yeah, that's what it was. When they picked us up, we was laughing at them. Then they had to start picking us at half court.
See, so my theory was right. Like when people talk about the hand check, and I'm like, it only worked against guys who were running off, who had big men, who were sitting there, back to the basket, trying to run offense, so it's easy to hand check.
Exactly.
Somebody who's coming full speed, you can't do nothing.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
So, Tim, I got a question for you. Prime Tim Hardaway versus Prime Gilbert Arenas. Who's getting cooked?
I will kill him.
You would kill Gilbert?
First of all, you know what? I start taking him down low. This is what I do. In my mind, I say, I'm gonna post him up about 3 or 4 times. Put all this ass on his chest, move him, jump hook, around.
All that ass.
Oh yeah. I mean, I put all this on. Then I come at you.
What's funny is when I first started to play, I had your crossover down.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then my arms got too long and the shit was a little slow. No, here's something that I've complained or I fought for.
I used to love watching you in college too.
Oh, appreciate it.
You was a beast.
Appreciate it.
I love that.
The 92 Dream Team. Isaiah Thomas claims he was snubbed from the Dream Team. And I said the person that was actually snubbed was you for Magic Johnson. Because everybody on the team was all NBA players. The only people who wasn't all NBA at that time was Magic, Bird, and Christian Laettner. Isaiah Thomas wasn't an all NBA player at that time. You were second team. So you was the one that was replaced for Magic. And I'm trying to figure out why was the news around him at that moment in time and not you?
Look at him.
Because this was the rumor. They came to Michael. They really needed Michael to play. They came to Michael, and like David Stern and the Olympic team, they came to Michael and said, "Yo, Mike, we really need you to play. We need for you to just go global." And Mike said, "All right, I will play only if Isaiah is not on the team."
Damn. So he really said
he said that to them.
Damn.
And Matt, and then
they really ain't like each other.
Magic was like, "I'm cool with that." And then what's really crazy is, God rest his soul, but the coach, he had trouble. He had trouble with that because he wanted his guy on the team, Chuck Daly. He had trouble, but he knew it was a business too. And he wanted to be that first person to get that goal for the dream team and everything. So
it was the Pistons.
He had to be okay with it, but he wasn't okay with it.
But why wasn't you the one they were arguing for, since you were the second? Like,
right,
it wasn't like I get Isaiah, but he wasn't even in the conversation as one of the best players in the NBA at that moment in time.
you gotta also remember this. Magic went out because of health problems, AIDS, and after they found out he could still play, and I still think I did the right thing. And my buddies, they was like, "No, you shouldn't have done it." Gave him my starting spot in the All-Star game. But I mean, you know, we always got to remember this. If Magic was playing, he would have been first team all NBA. No question. He would have been on an All-Star team. He would have been starred. No question. So people got to understand that, even though, you know, it's real and it's not real. That's real. I live in a real world. I was always told the truth, and you got to handle it. And I understood that. So, I mean, that's the way it was. I didn't think nothing of it because that's Magic. I mean, without Magic and Larry Bird, come on, man.
No, I get it. All right, well, let's keep this thing moving.
I already know
go back
now.
to something you said. Obviously, you coach Brandon.
What are
when
you
were
talking
with the
about? Y'all
Pistons.
peep game and watch.
You said Mr. B could not play in the 90s. Brandon, do you agree or disagree with Tim saying you wouldn't be able to handle yourself in the 90s?
No, he said they would post me up.
Okay.
So that means I'll get posted up and then I'll come down and I'll be able to do my thing.
Now, Brandon would have got beat up. He would have got beat up. He like a lot of
Brandon
people don't
too little.
understand. And ask your pops. When you pass and run through that lane, you got to be like a football player running through a line. Everybody's going to touch you. And they might not touch you in a way that you want to be touched. I mean, they hit you. They hit ribs. They hit gut. You know, they putting a knee in your thigh. I mean, it was a lot of stuff going on
for sure.
back then. But I don't know if your body could have held up to that physicality.
Little ass boy. This is what he's saying. Now, I'm not saying he's saying it.
I was just as quick as AI. So.
But you weighed 104 pounds, brother.
Too little.
But see, AI, you got to understand. AI used to duck around Karl Malone when they was coming. He throw that ball up and duck. Charles Oakley and them guys, Terry Cummings. When he went to that hole, he didn't go into the hole like, yeah, I'm gonna take this hit.
For sure.
He went there like.
I'm just saying
because they was coming after him.
No, for sure. I'm just saying quickness.
But he was, of course, quickness. But we would have stopped. We would have stopped that. We would have ran you around 3,000 picks.
That's a fact. I believe that. That's a fact for sure.
Damn, brother. Damn, brother, you would have been a bench player, huh?
But what makes that like basketball just fouling just a foul? Like jailhouse basketball, why is that considered good though?
The what?
The jailhouse basketball, why is that considered good?
Because that's where we grew up. And believe me, I understand the changes. I understand the changes, the rule changes and everything, and I'm happy. I'm happy for them rule changes. Some calls, like, you can say,
for sure.
Some of them not flagrant, but I do understand. I mean, and another thing, there's no real rivalries. Let's get it right. Rivalries like you scrapping, you fight. They throwing blows. They don't care about their money. That's a rivalry. I watch guys go out there and they play the game, and then they talk so much shit to each other, and they think they gonna fight. Then after the game, hey man, great game, then hug and shit like that. I saw the Indiana Pacers, Detroit Pistons went up there and beat them in the play-in stuff, and then Indiana came in with their squad and busted Pistons' ass.
Blazers got DeAndre Ayton, Kamar, Drew Holiday, first-round pick, 2 first-round swaps. Then the Suns got Grayson Allen, Keon Johnson, Nasir Little, Yusef Nurkic. So,
hey Tim, man, the last time I talked to you, I think I was at my house.
Yeah.
And I had my leg up, Achilles. I just want to always say, man, thank you for those words. I think, I was playing some of the best basketball during that stretch under you with Stan Van Gundy. So just always wanted to tell you, man, I appreciate that.
Hey, I appreciate you, man. Until you got hurt, man, you was becoming to be that person again. It seemed like you found your game and found the love of the game again. Because when we first got there, you was down.
Yeah.
You was down.
Yeah.
And
it was 5-23.
Right.
It was cold.
Right. But I saw the love in your eyes again, and when you went down, that kind of hurt me because I remember when I went down with my ACL, that ain't no joke. And when I went to there, I did want to come see you and say thank you, and we appreciate you. And but yeah, man, I enjoyed being with you.
Yeah, that was dope. Thank you.
All right, so let's talk a little Lakers. During what was an active trade deadline, we saw Luka Doncic traded to the Lakers for Anthony Davis and pieces. Do you think the move to LA will be beneficial for Luka?
Man, I tell you this, man, it's more to that trade than it's coming out. And it'll come out. It'll come out. But it's more to that trade than just a trade. And that's all I can say.
You've said things in the past about Luka just defensively, the effort not always being in there, the complaining to the refs and things like that.
It's going to be the same way.
Same way in LA.
It's going to be the same way. It's not going to change. Luka is Luka. He's not going to change. You know, he might listen to LeBron, but LeBron, what, 2 more years?
Yep.
A year, 2 more years?
LeBron do the same thing.
Luka, that's the way Luka is. You got one guy, you got really 2 guys on that team. They play defense. Well, one guy don't play defense at all, but he and I'm talking about in Luka, you know.
Yeah.
But I just think that first of all, he needs to get in shape. The shape that he needs to get in to stay healthy. You know, the reason why he's not healthy is because he's not in tip-top shape that he could be in. He could still be what? 260 or 250 and still be in shape.
Yeah.
But you can't be 270 and thinking that you carrying that extra pounds, because that's hurting your calf. That's hurting your knees. But don't get me wrong, Luka's a great talent. But one-on-one, he's great talent. But team basketball, you know, those are to you late. A shooter needs the ball when he's open, because they count on getting that ball when he's open. Like Chris Mullin, when they open, I was like, gotcha. Because you taking them out of rhythm when they expect the ball and they don't get the ball.
For sure.
And you taking them out of rhythm. That's another count that they wait, and then they like, I didn't get the ball, so you giving me the ball with 3 seconds left, I'm all out of rhythm. I was supposed to have the ball 5-10 seconds ago.
So
that's all I'm saying.
So are the Lakers cooked?
I don't think they're cooked. I think that they I think they're gonna come down. I don't think they're gonna stay right where they at. You know, everybody was rah-rahing over the Utah Jazz. First of all, Utah Jazz, they was in the Staples, in they own arena. You see what happened when they went to Utah? They got blown out. But I think they're gonna be in the playoffs, but I don't think they're gonna be the 4th seed, or they're gonna stay in the 4th seed.
Are they gonna be champions?
Of what?
Of the world, Chris.
Wait. You don't think the Lakers
is Luka bringing
stay?
a ring to the Lakers?
You don't think the Lakers gonna stay
to the
top
Lakers
5?
ever? Like the Lakers ever?
In the next 2-3.
Does the Luka era of Lakers basketball lead to a championship?
In the next 2 or 3 years? Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
What did he say?
LeBron is getting his 5th ring, so
The
they're
best
going to give
Laker
him his
ever?
5th ring. This is the NBA. This is
happening?
come on, you've been there a long time. Not this year, next year. Lakers chip.
2026.
I think they get a chip.
I totally disagree. I don't think he's going to get a chip. They got to bring some more pieces around, which they, you know, there's a lot of.
I
totally disagree. I don't think he's going to get a chip. They got to bring some more pieces around, which they, you know, a lot of people don't. They sleeping on Finley Smith and his skills, and, you know, his timing, 3-pointers, his defensive skills out there. So they got some pieces, but they need a big man that Luka can pass to, and like a guy that could jump through the moon.
Yeah, they do.
You know, they need that type of guy. Them 2 guys, they can't jump through the moon. Okay. You know, they like David Lively, you know, from and Gafford.
We need some of those.
Yeah, they need some of those guys.
So you talk about Dorian Finney-Smith. Gil calls him Black and Miles.
Yeah, Black and Miles.
So,
Black and Miles.
Wait, so you taking?
Make sure you knew who it was.
Y'all taking like Houston over the Lakers?
Am I taking Houston over the Lakers? I'm taking OKC over the Lakers.
In the playoffs?
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
What else? Who else though?
In the playoffs.
Luka beat them by himself last year in the playoffs.
I'll take the Warriors over the Lakers.
Hold on, wait. When y'all wait. Y'all saying, okay,
that ain't aged well with Swaggy P and Gil, and I'm saying, because the Thunder fast forward and just won a chip. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I understand.
Is there some other guys on the team?
Which one?
On Dallas team that played some defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay, that's how they won. They stopped OKC from making shots. Luka can't stop nobody from making shots. Now, if you got a team that can stop you from making shots, and you go on the other end, and you know you got that one guy that can make shots, like Luka, like Kobe, like Michael. You see, I didn't name LeBron because he can't do it. But, or like Kyrie Irving.
Wow.
Or like Steph.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know?
Tim.
Okay. I like that. Yeah.
I'm just telling the truth. When I need a basket, I can't go to you. He couldn't go to himself. Who did he go to for game?
He trusted
Kyrie
his
Irving.
teammates. He trusted his teammates.
When you
Oh, no.
Trust his teammates.
You always got to trust your teammates.
When people talk about being in shape and we say you're in shape, I don't think like people really understand that you don't know what it takes until you see someone better than you doing it, right? It's like with Luka, like your running is your running. You don't know the extra level.
Right.
Like if I'm him, I will be training with either Steph Curry in the summer.
Right.
Giannis.
Yes.
Right? You got, who else is out there? That you can see that they're on another level of getting in shape.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler. Like those are the guys, if I'm Luka, I'm gonna go with them.
Right.
Because if they're the rabbit, I get to follow just following them gets me better than what I'm used to.
And I know exactly what you're talking about. I thought I was in shape until I came to the Golden State Warriors and saw Chris Mullin.
Hey, listen.
Chris Mullin?
He saved my career. So, you know, my first year here, I was in the gym late night and I'm working out and Chris came in and he said, "Hey, you want to play ones?" Bet. Whooped my ass.
Yeah.
Like it was embarrassing, embarrassing.
Yeah.
Right? We played full court, half court, full court, and he was like, there's different types of shape. You have to push yourself every day until you get tired. You should never feel comfortable. And once I learned how to train and learned how to like work out, I scaled.
Yep.
And people didn't understand it. Like I exhausted myself. He says, you're supposed to exhaust yourself out here.
Yep.
Right? You practice it for 2 hours mean nothing. 30 minutes, go hard. Just straight 30 minutes, and that was a better workout for me.
Yeah. Chris Mullin used to come in and work out just like that with him and Mark Grabo. He'd do an hour, come in just drip wet before practice. Then go in there, take a shower, put some more clothes on, come out for practice and run the same way. I mean, like, so he ran like 4 hours the same way, hard.
Hard.
That's why in the games, it was very easy for him.
Yo, what's your top 3 point guards out of Chicago?
Top 3 guards out of Chicago.
Ever?
Oh, I'm gonna say the right names.
Uh-oh. We got a fan from Chicago here in the audience.
Huh?
Oh, you 23.
You might as well be 12.
23.
Okay, first of all, Dwayne Wade is not from Chicago. He from the suburban area.
That counts.
Wow.
He's not from Chicago.
Okay.
Chicago is from the south side or the west side.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, we got the standards.
Definitely Isaiah Thomas.
Ooh. Okay.
Definitely. Tim Hardaway.
Put yourself number 2. I respect it.
And then, of course, Derrick Rose.
Okay.
Derrick Rose not over you?
I said Tim Hardaway.
Tim, number 2.
All right.
Hold on, what's is something in your ear?
No. I just thought the youngest MVP ever.
I said Isaiah Thomas, Tim Hardaway, and Derrick Rose.
All right, since there's a lot of great point guards that played for the Warriors, where do you feel you rank that out of all the point guards that played for the Warriors? You got Gil, BD, Steph, yourself. Where do you rank?
You forgot Gil. You forgot Eric Sleepy Floyd.
I didn't know about that.
You forgot Gus Williams. It was a lot of bad motherfuckers in with the Warriors now. All right? A lot of bad boys.
That's my fault.
Okay, I tell you this. Steph, number one. No question.
Yeah.
Steph, number
After
one.
Steph,
Let's be real. Everybody,
for sure.
you know, everybody need to stop trying to make, you know, like he's not that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Steph is number one. Me, number two.
Okay.
Ooh.
Who else is gonna be there?
I'm just saying, you gonna accept that?
Huh?
Fight back,
Take
Gil.
that? You just gonna sit there and
Fight
take
back.
that?
Fight back, girl.
You said
Yeah,
Golden
you know-
State Warrior?
Yes.
I played like 80 games.
Hey, they were spectacular.
Right, right.
Very long lasting in the minds of Warriors fans.
Right, he played like 8 games.
Like, what are you talking about?
Matter.
It do matter.
What do you rank LeBron as a Laker then?
He
LeBron
played
as a
5
Laker?
years,
I don't-
right? 5, 6 years for him.
Yeah.
I mean, we not gonna discount LeBron. LeBron is up there. He not top 5.
As a Laker?
As a Laker, hell no.
As a Laker?
As a Laker.
Hey, all y'all Warriors fans saying, hell no, we're not talking about your team right now.
Right.
Like I told y'all, y'all have tons of time in April to
not
talk
top
about
5
all
with the
Warrior
Lakers.
stuff.
No.
Y'all get ready for the
As a
lottery.
Laker.
As a Laker.
As a Laker.
Are y'all?
Dude. Next time you go in that arena,
I,
look up there.
you will have Magic,
Look up
Kareem, Kobe.
Shaq.
Elgin Baylor, Jerry. I mean, you can go down.
Jerry West, Elgin Baylor.
It's a
I
lot.
don't know after that.
Huh?
I don't know after that.
But we got to keep this thing moving. We're going to get ready to do a special Mostly fans. If you got a question, please pull up to the mic. And before we do that, we want to give thanks to all the fans in the audience for coming out today. We at Gil's Arena want to show our appreciation for you as well. So in our race to 1 million, I mean 1 million.
Record was on the Lakers.
But he didn't. But he still only got like 5,000 points as a Laker.
All right, and now let's do
How
a
many
special
first
Mostly fans.
How many all teams?
First teams, 2 maybe.
Special Mostly fans. So we got somebody at the mic right now. Go ahead and ask your question.
5.
Hi, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, so I wanted to ask this yesterday when I came, but as a group of Black successful men, what is some advice you can tell the younger generation, like myself, who is still on the grind trying to make things happen?
So, Tim, we'll start with you. What advice would you give to the younger generation about how to make things happen in their life?
Always keep your confidence. Stay patient. It's not going to happen overnight. Stay patient. Understand what you're trying to strive for, and it will happen for you. Prime example, me with the Hall of Fame. You got to keep grinding, You got to understand that it takes time, and I'll just stay true to who I am, and it happened. So you got to stay true to who you are and got to stay grounded, and you got to understand it's going to happen for you, but you still got to do the work.
Build great habits, right? The more great habits you have, it's easier to be successful. You know, sometimes it's the little things that help us get over the top. And if you...
All right, y'all, that's the end of the vid, man. Hey, I enjoyed this. I need to see more Tim Hardaway videos. You see what I'm saying? More interviews. Man, he ain't had no filter. He's coming at all of them. I ain't gonna lie. This is the type of shit I like, for real. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think about Tim Hardaway and what he had to say about Bron and the 90s, MJ, all of that stuff, man. If y'all enjoyed it, give this video a like, share, subscribe, comment down below. See the next video. See y'all boys tomorrow. I'm out.
You know, and Michael did it probably at, if this is fathomable, a higher level. You know, because, you know, he never lost in the finals, and he was finals MVP 6 out of 6.
Good with y'all boys, man. Real game official, man. And we back with another lit banger. You see what I'm saying, man? We got Dr. J, aka Julius Irvin, man. And this video is really, really old. This is from 2017, but This was about like the GOAT case, man. LeBron or Jordan, man. Skip and Shannon asked Dr. J his opinion on it, man. So I think 2017. This the year. Okay, about July, they lost. That's the year KD and them beat them. So around this time, let's see what he thought about if Bron was better than MJ or if MJ was better. Let's see.
So last night, Allen Iverson couldn't play in the game, so he just coached against your team. How disappointing was it that Iverson couldn't play in Philly?
Well, I think a lot of the fans were disappointed that Allen didn't play. They had the chant for the answer. They wanted Allen, but he had been dehydrated the night before and had a rough time. So just coaching was enough. They still showed him the respect and love that he deserves.
So, Julius, you're saying that you're buying the excuse that Allen gave that under his doctor's orders he could not play.
Yeah, no, it was serious. I saw him the night before, and actually did an interview session with him in the afternoon with Ice Cube, and he was just being a man about it. To be able to show up for that interview in the afternoon and to make it to the sidelines. I mean, he was dehydrated, something that he had never experienced before. I've never experienced it before, and it was pretty serious. So, what you see tonight, in terms of him being on the sidelines and coaching that team, very easily he could have passed that off to his assistant.
So
but he didn't.
So did he have a flu bug or something that dehydrated him?
No, I think when you're dehydrated, you're just lacking liquids going into your system. That's what they always tell me. They tell me once you feel like you're thirsty, then you're dehydrated. So try never to let that happen to you.
Doc, you're the most high-profile basketball player that we've been able to ask this question to. Now we've asked a lot of current players, and we get a lot of back and forth. Mm-hmm. You played against Michael Jordan at the end of your career, at the beginning of his, and you followed LeBron James. Who's the better of these two players?
Who's the better?
Yes.
I think that's a fan's argument for one thing.
Okay.
I think if I was going to start a team, and Skip, has called me delusional in the past. He called me the delusional doctor. I think last time I was on a show with him.
Yeah,
because I knew it was out of love. I didn't take it, the wrong way.
Total love.
But I always put Oscar Robertson out there and Wilt Chamberlain and Bill
Kareem.
Russell. The guys who came before me. Kareem's in the list. He's on the second team.
He ain't say Bron yet. He ain't say Bron yet. If it was definitive
Bron,
he would have said that.
I would start with Kareem. And the Michael LeBron argument, I don't want to really try to settle that for anybody else, I mean, I don't really think it should be settled until LeBron's career is over.
And what I be saying, but Bron been talking his whole career. The conversation should have never been about until after he retired, and even then, it wasn't like it was gonna be close or he was gonna get that crown, even if he didn't talk. But it made it worse that you talked, because now everybody coming out of the woodworks down that you about to retire. But I hope he just be honest, bro. Cause it seemed like he's just trying to be humble. It's given that he cool with Jordan and probably Bron. So I just want him to be honest about it and not try to take that high road and then bring up, oh, he's a good ball. Cause I keep hearing that. I ain't trying to keep hearing that. That's good. That's good to hear. But let's just keep it basketball. I hope he kept it basketball.
I mean, he's done all and everything that anybody has ever done in the history of the league, and so did Michael. And and Michael did it probably at, if this is fathomable, a higher level, because he never lost in the finals, and he was Finals MVP 6 out of 6 times.
Thank you, Dr. J, man. Okay, you a stand-up guy. You got my respect. You a stand-up guy. You honest. Did it at a higher level. Never lost in the finals. That's all we came here for. That's all we watched this video for. The rest, we just gonna watch it. but all of the greatest players, they know he's one of the greatest. Dr. J. Dr. J like top 20 for sure. Top 20.
So the bar is pretty high, but LeBron is still playing.
So, but Julius.
So did I avoid that question?
No,
Okay.
you did very well. But
Very
the point
well.
is, LeBron has now fallen to 3-5 in NBA Finals. So do you still give him a shot to catch and pass Michael, just in the big picture, just in total achievement?
Well, what you guys are missing, and Shannon probably knows it better than anybody else, is the game is a team sport. So individuals don't win championships. Teams win championships. You know,
True.
and you're only as good as the team can take you. You can only go as far as the team can take you. So 3-5 doesn't mean anything. I'm more
Difference
impressed with
is Jordan didn't have that much help, and he still willed his team to them chips, man. That's the difference.
finals than I am with
He right,
the
though.
record in the finals.
I'm with
if
you,
he was
Doc.
0 for 8 in finals, that would still be an amazing achievement. That's like going to 8 Super Bowls.
But Doc, those ABA titles you won for sure, you weren't by far the best player on your team. Like without you, it would not have happened.
Well, yeah, being the best players, I mean, that's icing on the cake. You know, those guys, all the guys who were on my Nets teams and on my Sixer teams, you know, during the championship year in Philadelphia and the 2 Nets championships in New York, I mean, we're all close today because of that experience. And, you know, I take my hat off to them because I wouldn't be, you know, sitting where I am if it wasn't for them. And that's just the skinny on it.
We were just talking, the last segment, we was talking about a very good young Laker, Lonzo Ball. How good can he make the Lakers, and how good can he be?
Well, you know, this is a very controversial subject because, you know, I think there's a big target on his back because of, you know, what his dad, the comments and the statements and the hype that, you know, has been associated with him. It just sounds like an ongoing reality show. But sort of like the way the game is viewed today and the way the business of sports is viewed today, you know, it's marketing, it's merchandising, it's promotion.
Lonzo, that's how you know this
creating a
old.
brand. Even when a brand
Yeah,
doesn't
summer
exist,
league.
you know, at least the impression of a brand and then living up to that potential. So performance is going to be the great measuring stick. You know, Lonzo Ball being able to go out with this big target on his back and going through, you know, the things that he has to go through. And now, you know, Magic had Kareem there,
right,
when he came in. So he already had the best player in the league, you know, on his team. And he kind of had the freedom to be Magic Johnson, you know, turn the clock back and play like he did in high school and like he did in Michigan. I don't think Lonzo has that luxury. So it is going to be much more difficult. And, you know.
We see what happened when
whether
Bron
he'll
played with
succeed or not,
Lonzo.
I don't know. I hope so. I mean,
What did he do, y'all?
I'm not a hater
Like
in
he always
any
do.
way, shape, or form. So I hope that he succeeds.
Put them in a package
And
deal.
The fact that, you know, the league is as diluted as it is in terms of, you know, other eras, how the game used to be played. You know, when you went down the lane, you got slammed down and you got
I
up.
feel like
and
he
went
could have
and shot
won
your
with
free
Lonzo on
throws.
them, though.
You know, now it's
B.I.
like a cakewalk, you know, when you go through the lane
Who
for
else
a
was
lot
there?
of players.
Julius
So,
Randle, was he there?
so it is different.
Nah, they traded.
And I'm not saying it's totally easier, but, you know, you can imagine what Michael's gym numbers would be
Had
now.
Beasley there, Lance.
It probably would be 40 a night instead of 31.
You mentioned merchandising and shoes and branding. Before Michael Jordan, the hottest shoe on the market was the Dr. J Converse. Did you see the shoe game going to
we had a
where it
shoe
is?
too?
I mean, with Michael taking it, and then now everybody has shoe deals, and how big the sneaker market is.
It's still somewhat unbelievable where it is now. I mean, you know, $20-25 million for shoe endorsements or whatever. You know, I mean, nobody could have thought of that in the 60s, 70s, or even the 80s. So I think it turned the corner, maybe in the 90s, and Nike and Reebok were the leaders there. Under Armour's making a big statement now. So I mean, it's kind of fun to see that, the dollars are being shared, and now players, maybe for the first time, getting their fair share, and it might be overkill in some instances, but getting their fair share, just as the percentage of the gross has allowed for compensation to be more fair than it was in the past. I mean, going from 10 or 20% to 50 to 60% of the gross, those are big numbers, but who does the work? The players.
So the Big Three from Philly airs tonight on
Appreciate the vid from Undisputed. You see what I'm saying, man? This is an old one. I just wanted to bring this on because we don't hear Dr. J talk like that, man. We want to hear the legends at the end of the day. See what they think about Bron and where he at, if he even messing with Jordan. But he already explained what he explained, man, and it's what we all know. He's saying the same thing, man. So I have much respect to him for being honest, and he keeping it cool and, respectful at the same time, too. So you can't do nothing but respect it. It's Dr. J at the end of the day. Everybody rock with Dr. J. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all did, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about Dr. J and what he had to say about the GOAT debate. Until the next video, I'm out ski.
So I was learning a couple of things when I was in China. I like to hit him with that 3 because I got 3 chips and that's my jersey number. And, Starberry with the logo.
Yes,
told y'all he was like that in China.
From Coney. And you said what happened to the NBA talent from Coney? Like what's been happening lately? And there's so much talent out here, and they're not making it to the pro level, right? Like what's your thought on that? Why is it that New York City Hoopers are not making it to the NBA?
We got to get back in the lab.
Okay.
More kids need to play more on the street than playing just AAU basketball. We got to get back to getting our street ball leads back popping, getting our kids getting the impact from when they land, from when they jump. Because when you play on the court, on concrete, yeah, your knees, but when you add the strength and all of the other things that you add to your training, if you play basketball on the concrete, your legs are gonna get so strong. So when you go play high school, college basketball, and then in the NBA, you like a cat when you land. You know what I'm saying? And you land like a cat and you jump like a cat.
Right.
But you gotta build your body up in order to do that. It doesn't just happen because you say you want to do that.
I think I do want those. I think that. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so that's what we doing.
The Camelo glasses. There we go. Camelo. There we go.
Camelo
Pronounce it right. Do these break? Because Ray J.
W glasses, I would wear them.
But
them like the newer
everything break
style, trendy style. I've seen Jay Jettas wearing them. Like,
I hear it.
Justin Jefferson.
Hey, let me see. Okay, I can hear this too. I can hear it. Fire. A little bit, yeah. Y'all ready? Hold up. Ain't no way. Relax. Look, you gotta, look, the glasses give you powers, Nah, I like it. Those are swaggy though. These are swaggy. That's a swaggy. Yeah, you swag me out. You swag me out. There you go. Nah, see, we was.
I'm gonna let you down. My favorite time going to the Garden probably was when my brother was going to play in the championship. Even though it wasn't the Garden, but we was going during that time to watch him play there.
Right.
I always felt like that was his next step towards getting closer towards playing in the NBA. You know, when he was in high school, the PSAL evolved, and then I was able to play there. And I always envisioned myself playing on that court. I was like, I'm gonna play on there one day when
everybody
I was younger,
does, yeah.
right? Exactly. That was probably like my fondest memory. When I first went there, and the whole time I was just sitting at the seats, like looking like how other people was gonna be looking at me playing. Wow. When you're younger and you go to the games, you always envision yourself playing on a court. You know what I'm saying? Like all little kids do. Everybody, before that happens, it has to be. It's a vision first, right? You have a dream, then you have a vision.
I'm a watch collector.
You have a
plan.
It
could be physically achieved.
Do it, right? You got to go execute all of those different things. That's why sports is so cool because you got to really go do it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just do it. You really got to go do it.
Right.
You got to really go do it.
And you had a front court seat because you have two brothers who played D1, right?
Three
brothers,
my oldest
okay.
brother played
Three brothers.
against Jordan.
Dang, that's a flex. Brother played
The real pain starts 2 days after.
My oldest brother played against Michael Jordan. He played for Georgia University. Then I had another brother played at Texas A&M.
Okay.
And then I had another brother that was highly recruited. But, you know, having those guys play and then me being able to see them, I was able to see what it was that they wanted. I alluded towards wanting to make it to the NBA just as well as them. But my vision was different from theirs from when they played because I was able to see what they were able to do.
You were getting game reps before you got game reps.
Pretty much. I knew what they were able to do, what they were capable, all of that.
Yeah.
And I knew what they were capable of doing, and they knew what I was capable of doing because they were building me. They were building the machine, right, from the ground up. Because when I was in my mom's stomach, my brothers already had played and was hooping already. So they was looking at my mom's stomach like, yeah, he don't even know what he's going to be doing. Our parents gave us a chance. I mean, I got more whoopings, but they
I probably
kids,
got more than you, brother.
Nah.
I promise you that.
So you saying you was acting up a lot.
And that's subjective. I wasn't acting up. It was just, they was on me. You know what I mean? That's why I made it here today. So shout out my parents.
I was going to say that. My sister Stephanie I'm her namesake. She named me Stephon. She told my mom, after my mom, I'm the sixth child. If you name him Stephon, you don't got to do nothing. And after the sixth child, my mom was like, here. Like, I'm good. No clean. So she raised me my mom's raised us all that inside the house, but my sister took care of me. She was the person that did most of the discipline. For me, you know, having that and having people that could teach and tell you what to do is the ultimate. You know, I had sisters that gave out the ass whoopings. I had a sister that went to go get her journalism degree so that I was able to understand the English language. So when I spoke in front of the camera, I wasn't going to be, you know. She was like, you're not going to be saying you know a million times before you answer a question. To be able to have all of the experiences from my brothers and my sisters.
That's what I'm saying. You got game speed from your brothers. You got education from your sister. You got whooping from your mom. Like
everybody. It's a contribution.
Yeah. No, I was going to say Togo Village.
It's a village. People in my community was able to whoop my ass. It's people that are close to the family.
To the home,
that my mom know, that my mom can literally be like,
I know.
You already know if he doing something that he's not supposed to be doing, make sure you tear his up and you bring him here so I can tear his
again.
You know, when I came out with Starberry, I was selling shoes for $14.98. I was selling clothes for $14.
W in the comments. I thought I was about to say chat. Like I'm on Twitter.
You know what I'm saying?
He was saying that from that story we went to.
Yeah, Stephen Barry. You know, when I did that, I had the opportunity to see people in a different light because they were able to have access. It wasn't so much about just buying clothes and shoes because they were able to afford to buy clothes and shoes. But now they have access to someone who is thinking for them to have something at an affordable price. Being able to do that and then go to China and then have the knowledge now that I have of learning the business, not just in manufacturing, from logistics, from how to be a vertical platform, all the way from A to Z. That was all because of my trials and tribulations. So if I don't have those trials and tribulations, I don't get the opportunity to be able to sit here and talk to you guys about the next wave of the future, the Camelo glasses.
You still coach the team over in Beijing? No, you don't, okay.
Nah.
Do you look forward to or have any like interest in like coaching in New York? Not in New York, but in the States, or kind of giving back to the grassroots basketball
I played basketball for 22 years. I come from my draft class is Kobe Bryant,
we gonna get there.
Iverson, right? So my draft class, and I played longer than everyone in my class. So after playing 22 years, I took off what supposedly was a break, thinking I was going to be retiring and taking off 3 or 4 years and then possibly going into coaching. But then one of my mentors in China, he was like, look, Stephon, he was like, it's kind of like this. In China, in Chinese food, if you bring out the food, right, and the food is sitting on the table, it's going to get cold. Nobody's not going to want to eat it after it gets cold. He was like, you're hot right now, so this is when you should coach, right after you finish playing. So I started coaching right after I finished playing. I did that. It was an experience. Different, very different, because, you know, now you have to ask people to do something that you're capable of doing, and you think that it's easy, but those people didn't work like how you work to do what you're asking them to do, and for them to be consistent in what it is you're asking them to do. You understand what I'm saying? It was more of a challenge. That challenge I was okay with, but the managing is different in China because of the way how the system is. Okay. As far as with basketball. So I didn't want to manage and do certain things in certain styles. It was more of me not conforming. If I would have conformed, I probably would have been a way better coach. Yeah. But that was, you know, where I was weak at and where I needed to grow. And I didn't really want to put the energy and effort into trying to like grow and learn and go to another team. And I was like, I'm cool, I'm fine.
What you mean by conform? What are some of the things you would have had to?
Like, I feel like the players should be able to like learn how to do something after they watch it. They should practice the way that I'm showing them how to do it, the speed. Because if you don't do things professionally at a game speed, it's not gonna work when you practicing. So you got to do it over and over, 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 as hard as you can. So when you go playing the game, it's slow motion. It's easy for me. They said, oh, you're like a professor when you coach. I'm like, well, people don't really know my basketball history. So when they learn my basketball history as me as a basketball coach, then they know how detailed and how organized I am as a hooper when I played. So everybody knows, like, Steph was like a point guard, for real point guard, that could play fancy, but played more of a basic style, about a book game, and had hops and all of that. But dunk when I needed to dunk, to scare the opponent, not to waste energy. Lay the ball up, clap. It looked prettier when you clap, when everybody know you could windmill.
Yeah. You like top of the food chain when it come to NYC players, period, you know, making it to the league. Love the story. Everybody asks, you know, what are your top players, top guards and stuff like that. We'll do a blind ranking. I want you to rank these NBA players without knowing which one is coming next. All of them are from New York City. I'm going to just start the random names, keep the order for me, C's. Let's
go.
Meta World Peace.
Okay, 5 for Meta. Not from a basketball skill set side, from creating his own lane side, and him basically going from Ron Artest to World Peace. I mean, I just say, yo, what up, bro? I don't want to make no mistake. And that's why I give him, he carved his own lane out. And I seen him at St. John's and I saw his whole movement. And he evolved from, you know, the whole brawl thing and, you know, went into his own thing. His style of play, he established himself. He became a champion. He's, you know, he has his own lane.
He made a big shot in that run too.
He made big shots, make big plays. When I see him hit James Harden and do nothing, I said, there's no way. There's no way.
From New York,
There's no way, homie. It's just not going down. Like, it's no way I'm getting hit like that and it's not something coming.
I told you, we talked to a real Brooklynite right here.
So anyway.
Lamar Odom.
Ooh. LO. I'll give LO 4.
Skip to Malou.
2.
Okay. Sham God.
3.
Kimber Walker is number 1.
1.
Okay. You like that? You like that list?
Yeah. Kimber got the best out of all of us.
And he from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Big Bronx.
Big Bronx. I think he got more All-Star.
Yeah, he got like 3 or 4. He will get his jersey retired with the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah,
he's definitely gonna get it.
He deserves it. He's a great dude. I think his NBA career probably better than all of our careers out of that group.
You want to do draft class? All right, we do it. He brought it up. Like you said, you're a part of an iconic draft class. Let's redraft the 1996 NBA draft class. Now knowing what you know, seeing everybody's career.
Kobe will be number 1.
Yep, undoubtedly.
I will put Iverson at 2. I'll put Steve Nash at 3 because he got 2 MVPs. I'll put Ray Allen at 4.
Okay. Where you putting yourself at?
Oh, I put myself too. I put Derek Fisher at 5, and I'll take 6.
That shot.
I don't look at his shot. I look at his whole body of work. But if it's got something to do as far as the world, I'll take 2.
Yeah.
Kobe.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah,
that's a great point.
Fair point. Very fair point.
I'm talking about the planet.
Yeah.
With Amex Gold, you earn 4 times membership rewards points at restaurants. So you can carve diem wherever you dine. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
You played in Minnesota. Cat played in Minnesota. He's a new face over there. And I was going to say, even though he's from Jersey, you know, he's close to his hometown, but somebody to be from New York and play from New York is special. As a New Yorker, we appreciate that, you know, because it's tough playing in the Garden, right? What advice do you have for Cat playing here? Do you think that, you know,
play
he'll
like
be
he
solid?
mad every night. Don't play mad. Don't play like how you play after people talk about you, because they're going to talk about you every night. If you go out and you play as hard as you can every night, and you leave it all on the court, everybody in NY gonna see it.
Respect you.
That's it. Like,
that's
stay
all
out
I
the
asked
street,
from Ron from the years I was supporting. Wanted him to try his hardest, do his hardest, and I thought he was doing that, bro. But the media and me not really looking at it at a lens. I'm not looking at the interviews and shit. Like,
you know, Instagram is real. Right? Everybody's the media. If you got a phone, he'll be all right. It is what it is. He got to perform every night. He performed, I say 20 and 10 every night, I'm good. If I get 20 and 10 every night, I'm going to get some 30s, some 40s, and maybe a 50 piece. You know what I'm saying? But 20 and 10, that's aggressive. That's those numbers. You got to fight. You got to go at that every night to get 20 and 10 every night. But he can't play to the crowd, and he can't play to the people. He can't play to the people that's writing, because the people that's writing, they're not even looking at the game. How they gonna look at the game? They got deadlines.
They looking at
They gotta
stats.
write stories, so he gotta really hoop. They watching the highlights. If you making highlights, he good.
I feel like you got to tell him to stop shooting on them threes.
That's his game. Like, we don't want to take away from who he is as a player, but we want him to also, when he not making his threes, mix it up.
Yeah.
What I say about that in videos, I said the big men, they shoot threes too much. They shoot a lot nowadays. But that's just how the game is now. You can't really say nothing about it. That's how the game is now. It changed.
Go to the post.
That's what I don't. That's what
right.
I
You got to go to the post if it's somebody that's strong. I want to see him get lower on his post up moves, because he's so tall. When people go low on him, they have a center of gravity, right? Yeah. So everybody's getting up under him. I want to see him face up and use his moves instead of face up trying to try to post up and back people down. Post up in the middle of the paint. Let them push you out. You end up at the box.
Facts.
You end up at the box. Now you could get into your jump hook. You can get into your bag if you sit down.
And they got the personnel for that.
It sounds like we need Steph on the Knicks bench, man.
No. I don't want to be. I like this. If I'm on the bench, I can't talk to y'all. I gotta work. But you know, for me, it's more of like, I like being able to like have a view where I can speak to the people about the game.
Yeah.
That's a fact. It gives. I could give insight. When people hear me speak, I'm speaking as a Knicks fan. I'm not speaking as a Stephen A. Come on, stop it.
I feel like we need you psycho in the playoffs.
We know y'all. We know about his beef with Stephen A. Man, he said he was trying to pull up. He OC.
Big vibe though.
I'm there.
Like standing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
just like last year. Just like you did in the Olympics. Like, we need that vibe from you.
My only thing with Cat is I feel like, because he's new, he's gonna get the blame. He's gonna be the face of the blame.
Nah, he's not gonna.
Like,
be
Jalen is already
if he go out and he do what he's supposed to do on the dance floor,
everything good.
Everything good.
Everything good.
We ain't gotta be. We ain't no that. That's an out. We not giving no outs.
There we go. Here we go. Yeah, it's
no
tough.
way out, man.
Yeah, you on them courts?
Ain't no way out.
I see.
Do work. That's it. We want it. That's it. We want a chip.
He's what? He's 35 games behind Michael for the most 30-point game, and he's played like 7 or 8 years longer. To not have passed Michael in 30-point games, and he's played, I think he's on year 20, right?
Bron, he cooking your ass. What's good with y'all boys, man? Real Game Official, man. And we back, man, with another video, man. This is from Come and Talk to Me podcast, man. I believe this is Cameron and Mace podcast. I always be watching their stuff, but came across this video. We finna react to it. Charles Barkley, he finna talk about Bron, the league, and the league back in the day. Let's get into this video though.
And win anything, yeah, let me know that. Not after the fact. I was like, wait, we could have teamed up and won. Excuse me. But if you ask the guys, Bird and Magic, their legacy is against each other. Michael, I got my shot against Michael. Patrick got his shot against Michael. Karl Malone got his shot against Michael. Ain't no shame in losing to the greatest player ever. We got our shot, and it was a hell of a game. Yeah, it's so funny. Sometimes people act like we got swept. I was like, damn, Patrick, they had some game sevens. Reggie and the Pacers had some sevens. Carl, they went 6. When I played the Bulls in the championship, we went 6. I said, so as great as Michael was, all you want is a shot. But if I'd have known they were going to judge it against me, I was like, yo, man, let's get together this summer and team up. But, man, I don't feel no type of way. I'm happy with what I accomplished. I've exceeded all my expectations. I mean, I've way exceeded my expectations. I'll tell you, man, when you're growing up in the project in those damn bunk beds, you're just trying to get the hell out of there.
Is it really a L? Like, even if you don't make it to, like, the playoffs. I mean, not the playoffs, but if you don't make it to be an all-star, like, just being in the NBA should be, like, an accomplishment. Like, because it's thousands, not fuck thousands, it's probably millions of people who ain't even make it, who couldn't even make it to the pros after college. So it's just a blessing to be in the NBA.
You ain't thinking like, well, I got it. I'm like, no, man. I was like, Mark asked me a question earlier. I first went to college. And I was like, you know what? Get a damn job, boy. Get a job. And one of my coaches, Roger Banks, he said, son, you know what you're doing? I says, what do you mean? He says, you lead the SEC in rebounding as a freshman. I said, dude, anybody can get 10 rebounds a night. He pulls out an NBA page stat sheet. He says, yeah, there's 7 guys in the NBA averaging double figures. I said, what? He said, son, if you get me 10, 11 rebounds a night, you're going to play in the NBA forever. Because at this point, I can't score. The most points I averaged in college was like 13 in 3 years. I think that my last year. But I led the league in rebounding every year, Blue. But he said, son, I want you to become a rebounding machine. Get me 10, 11 rebounds a night, and you're going to be set for life. And I'm like, oh, I can do that. But I really wasn't thinking about the NBA until after my freshman year. He says, dude, I don't think you know what you're doing. You're for a freshman to be leading the SEC in rebounding. It's because we had Melvin Turpin, Sam Bowie at Kentucky, Kenny Skywalker. We had Dominique at Georgia. We had Vernon Delancey and Ronnie Williams down at Florida. The SEC was pretty loaded. We had Bobby Lee Hurt in Alabama and Ennis Watley. So it wasn't like I was in a rinky-dink conference. I earned that leading that league in rebounding.
Let me ask you a question. Tell Blue, when you were traded to the Phoenix Suns, the discussion you had with the players about being the best player in the world.
Yeah, so we played the Bulls we played the Bulls and we beat them like 8 times in a row. Then Scotty and those guys got better. And, you know, Bird had McHale and Parrish and Dennis Johnson. Magic had Kareem, Worthy, Byron Scott, and all those guys. But I said, man, I think I'm the best player in the world. I said, all these other guys got some help. And the Sixers was screwing up my career because we had the #1 pick in the draft and traded it like dummies, like dumb. And I was like, guys, so I get traded to Phoenix. So the owner calls me, he says, I said, well, this is what's going to happen. I'm the best player in the world. We're going to the finals. We're going to play the Chicago Bulls, and I'm going to prove I'm the best player in the world. So we get off to a mediocre start, and I know Michael. Michael know that I'm coming for him, that we're going to play them in the finals. And Michael loves to send messages. So we play the Bulls. He just stomp us.
Dang.
I go crazy after the game. I said, guys, that guy sent me a message tonight. He wanted me to know he better than me and they're better than us. I said, I told you guys I'm the best player in the world. We're going to the finals, but y'all got to rise up with me. And I was going ballistic after the game. Then we go on like a 14-game winning streak. And we finally got together as guys. We're going to rise up. He's not coming down. I said, that's one guy. Because I'll tell you another story, Blue. So I go to the Olympic trials in '84. They invited like the top 120 players in the country. Probably 50, 60 Hall of Famers on that list. And the rest are household names. And we start cutting down on players. And I make it to the final cut. Me, John Stockton, Carmelo, and Terry Porter are the 4 guys riding home together. My coach calls me like 3 days later. He says, Charles, John Thompson want to tell you something. Come to the office. He calls. He says, Sonny, I just want to tell you, Charles was the second best player at the Olympic trials. He should have made the team. Bobby Knight did not like him. He never gave us a reason. He just didn't like Charles. He said, but I just wanted Charles to know, Charles, you were amazing. You were the second best player there, and you should have made the team, but Bobby wasn't going to let you.
Wow, that's lame.
He hangs up the phone. He says,
that's lame.
I'm surprised. I said, why are you surprised? He says, I thought you were the best player in the country. I said, well, I'm not. I said, well, I'm not. I said, Coach, there's this dude. He's jet black. He's a little taller than me. He can outrun everybody. He can outjump everybody. And he's talking the whole time. He said, what's his name? I said, Michael Jordan. I was a coach. I ain't never seen anything like it. Because Michael's a little taller than me. I can say, he's mentally tough, man.
Oh, so is Charles Barkley 6'5" or he's 6'4"? Because I know Jordan's 6'6", so he got to be around 6'5", 6'4". He just probably had weight on him back in the day.
He could outrun everybody and outjump everybody. I said, damn, Coach. As a coach, I ain't never seen anything like it. And this is before he became Michael Jordan. This is in college. I said, Coach, he gonna be amazing. I mean, I didn't think he was gonna become the GOAT, but I knew. I said, Coach, I'm not the best. There's this crazy dude from North Carolina who, he's kicking your. Hey, he's kicking your. I'm telling you, he's kicking. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, it was like, and like I say, it's probably 50, 60 guys on that 120 that's in the Hall of Fame, and the rest of them are like household names. They were all, I guarantee you, probably 100 of the guys were first-round draft picks.
Lou doesn't believe that Jordan is the GOAT.
So it's interesting you say that, because we had a moment on TV the other night, Blue. LeBron is getting ready to pass Michael in the most 30-point games. And Ernest says, LeBron passes somebody. He's only 40 games behind Michael Jordan for the most 30-point games. And I says, can you repeat that? I says, wait, he already passed Kareem. And I says, he's what? He's 35 games behind Michael for the most 30-point game. And he's played like 7 or 8 years longer.
Oh my God. That's what I was talking about. I said that before I watched this video. He scored he scored higher points like in the 40s, in the 50s, and in the 30s, way more. We all know if he never took all 5 years in general, retiring, unretiring, bro. Like, come on, bro. Let's be real. Everybody know that. I'm sick of that though. That's why I paused the video. Stop keep bringing up this man breaking records that he's in the league. It's about to be his 23rd year. This nigga been in the league damn near 30 years. You ought to pass everybody.
I ain't never gonna shade LeBron. I love LeBron. He's a good dude. He's a great, great player. But to not have passed Michael in 30-point games, and he's played, I think he's on year 20, right?
Bron, he cooking your ass.
And I said that's an incredible stat.
Oh my
he's
God!
Still behind Michael, and he's played 7 years longer.
Oh my God!
It's blue.
Oh my God!
That's an interesting factoid.
That is very interesting. But I'm gonna have to take a moment. I guess I got to be the OG because y'all must not have ever heard about the story between the tortoise and the hare, because that's just what this is. Sometimes it takes a little longer to get to the destination.
He a Bron fan? What? Chill out, Curry. You look like Curry.
Come up. It take a little bit longer on our route. Don't be mad because we made it here. We here now.
Well, the rules have changed. Would you at least admit that?
That's true.
So it's easier to play today.
Mm-hmm. I said
you
that
have to
too.
factor that in. Like, again, example.
Weaker defense. Way weaker defense.
We know Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, and Pat Mahomes is going to pass maybe probably everybody. But the 3 guys I just mentioned, in the next 3 or 4 years, they're going to be like, they won't even be in the top 10 when it comes to stats. They some of these other bums not even in a conversation with them, but they're going to pass them because the game is different. They're going to throw it 100 times a game now. And like I say, I never say they're better or worse time, but Tom, Peyton, and Joe Montana are considered the 3 best and pass gaining quickly. Their numbers are going to be irrelevant in the next couple of years.
He not lying.
So I ain't never going to say, I will say this about LeBron. I think his career has been the greatest sports story in sports history. What I mean by that, Blue, is people forget Kobe Bryant struggled in the beginning.
Yeah, that first
Kevin
year or
Garnett
two.
struggles. McGrady struggles. All the young guys struggle. The only guy who didn't struggle was LeBron. He came in and played well right away. And secondly, in today's society where everybody's out to get you with cell phones and text messages and things like that, I don't think he's ever really made a mistake. And to come in at 18 and be ready to play and live up to the hype and pass the hype, I think it's the greatest sports story ever to come in at 18.
But I'm sick of everybody though. Like even the legends, bro. I'm sick of everybody keep trying to play nice, bro. Everybody keep bringing up, well, he never got in trouble. He's a great dad. I respect all that too. I still fuck with Ron at the end of the day, but that has nothing to do with being the GOAT, like the best player of all time. Everybody keeps like sugarcoating this shit, trying to be nice. Like, oh, he never got in trouble, never got locked up, never had any bad allegations. We talking basketball though. We ain't talking about none of that. That's getting personal. We talking about as a basketball player, bro. Everybody want to sugarcoat that.
And because, like I say, and your dad knows this, man. Some of the stuff, well, I'm not like your dad. Some of the stuff I did, I'm damn glad there wasn't no cell phones around. Hey, I'm glad there was no internet. You know,
Barkley was worse than Draymond. Y'all seen what he did last video? He said, I ain't even gonna do it, bro. I'll get banned for that. But that boy was ignorant.
Guys in my generation.
Ignorant.
You know, stuff that we did that was fun. It was fun and sometimes good, sometimes bad. We can't do that stuff today. Everything these guys do is that there's somebody out to get them. And for LeBron to go his entire career, be that great of a player and never get in trouble, I've said it before. I'm not just saying it on the Mark Jackson show. What a clever name. Damn.
I was going to name it the Steam Room, but it was taken.
The Steam Room is a really good thing. That's right. You like that, don't you? But, man, his story is amazing. I truly believe that.
And I mean, no disrespect to Michael Jordan. He's one of my favorite players. His story, even just his mentality, everything that it took for him to reach the level that he took.
Don't make me break out the endorsements and shoes and things either. That just be throwing gasoline on the fire, Blue.
No, don't talk about this.
And that's another thing. That's another thing you guys, Michael deserves credit for. Nobody had shoes that made money until Michael. No guys were doing commercials until Michael. You know, see, the generation now think like, well, everybody got a signature shoe.
You got a point.
No. Converse had Michael and Larry, but they were just regular Converse.
Yeah.
They didn't have like Air Jordan. Man,
I was just going to say that too from the documentary.
Us and these players so much money. Like LeBron probably makes $100 million from Nike a year. That's because of Michael. Kobe made $100 million. You know, all these guys got different shoes from different companies. So Michael deserves some credit in that aspect too. But also, dudes wasn't doing commercials back then. I mean, you have to add all this stuff in, to be honest with you. But like I say, I'm never gonna say anything bad about LeBron. And also, I think it's disrespectful to Kareem. Because Kareem probably has the best resume. Kareem probably has the best resume out of any. Wait, and I don't want to be disrespectful to Bill Russell. If you want to talk about strictly accolades and accomplishment, Bill Russell and Kareem are probably 1-2. Yeah.
What? Wait. Let me go back.
Bill Russell and Kareem are probably 1-2.
1-2? All time? I gotta see them. See y'all. We gotta see Wilt and Bill because everybody be talking about them. Even y'all be talking about them too in the comments. We gonna see their highlights.
You almost got both of us thrown out the league when you was a 6 and I was a Nick. Claiming that we bet on the game.
I heard you tell that story somewhere recently, too.
Yeah, on the Mark Jackson show. This guy almost got us thrown out.
Hey, you want to bet?
The commissioner said, I'm going to take 5 minutes to go outside of this meeting of me and Charles, and I'm going to make a decision on whether I'm going to throw you guys out of the league or not. I'll be right back. I'm a young rookie. I'm sitting there like nervous, panicking, thinking my career's over. Charles looks at me and says, I bet you don't throw us out the league. I'm like, this guy is crazy.
Hey, man, when I heard you tell that story, I was on the ground laughing because, man, David Stern, rest in peace. What see, Mark, man, you think about this. People think that the NBA was too black, too many thugs. The finals were on tape delay. There was only one game a week on Sunday. People don't even realize how crappy the NBA was. The average salary was $250,000. That's when David Stern took over. And there was the tape delayed finals, Blue. There was only one game a week, once on every Sunday on CBS. The average salary was $250,000. The average salary now is over $10 million. I tell you how old I am, Blue. The first time an NBA player made $1 million, we were going around the locker room high-fiving each other. That was I think it was in 1980. I think it was in 1988. And I'm telling you something. I got Maurice Cheeks, Dr. J, Moses Malone, Bobby Jones. They announced that Magic Johnson had signed 25 years, $25 million. We were going around high-fiving each other. An NBA player had never made $1 million. And now we got guys making $60 million. And it's going to double starting next year when the new, man, bless these guys. But I think it's important that these young guys appreciate how lucky they are. I mean, because they are lucky and born at the right time, and bless them. But man, just appreciate how lucky you are. It's kind of like, the biggest in my 40 years in the NBA, when I talk to players and when I play, like trying to figure our kids out. We all want our kids to be successful. We want to be great parents, but you have to always figure out what to give them. Do you give them too much? Do you give them not enough? You have to make them earn it. And that's speaking to all the guys, even today, like, yo, man, I don't know what to do. I make all this money and my kid want this. I says, man, you got to put guardrails on your kids. You just can't give them everything. They got to earn it. If you earn it by doing the right thing, working hard. And I've seen it work both ways, but man, your kids, you want, all you want to see is your kids be happy and work their behind off. I told you earlier about my daughter, man. I'm so proud of the woman she is. She's a hard worker, and she's a great mom. And you know what? That's pretty damn cool. Now, it's not the same as she's the best female basketball player in the world, because that was for me. That was for me. But as a dad, I always say she's a great. I love when people say, man, your daughter's a nice person. She's a great kid. I said, that means a lot to me, because the one thing I told her, I said, hey, I'm lucky. I hit the lottery, and you're going to get to share in the lottery, but I need you to appreciate the lottery and how lucky we are, because everybody don't hit the lottery.
Yeah.
One thing I heard you say, being a 6'5" power forward, was you could, and I totally disagree with this, by the way, playing against you for all those years. You said you couldn't out-talent people. You had to be smart. You were smart, but you out-talent. When I played against you, you was the baddest dude on the floor. You and Patrick Ewing was a different level. You clearly out-talented people with your GOAT status at the power forward position. I don't want to minimize the impact that you had in changing the game.
Well, I appreciate that, brother. The point I had to make was I'm the only guy in the history of basketball who never played against a guy who was shorter than him. So I had to have a game plan going into the game. Like, when you playing against different guys, like some guys a lot of guys you're more talented than. But when you play against another great player, you got to have a game plan. You got to use your brain. That's why you see a lot of guys. And Mark, you know this. You've seen 100 guys. I've seen 100 guys. You're like, man, when that guy learns how to play, we ain't gonna have a chance. And they never learn how to play. You know, I was in the NBA for 16 years. I can name 100 guys. I'd be like, that damn guy got some talent. But he had zero work ethic or he had no brains, because you got to know how to play basketball to be successful in the NBA. Because you're not going to be more talented than LeBron. You're not going to be more talented than KD. You're not going to be more talented than Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum or LeBron or AD. So you're going to have to use your brain. And that's the one thing I tell people. You got to get better as a player. Like, you can get through high school and college just on talent. You can't get through the NBA on just talent.
Who's the best player in the NBA currently?
Blue, that's a great question.
You want to hear my answer?
Yes.
Joker.
Oh, Joker. I mean, you know what? That's my fault. Joker's the best player in the world right now.
Okay.
Your dad is 100% correct. You know, he's the most skilled big man ever. He's not the best.
I mean, now obviously it's Shea. Shea the best player. I don't know how old this is. Let me actually check. But I know Shea the best in the world right now. Oh, this from where did date at? Oh, 7 months ago, yeah. But it's Shea right now. But I would have gave it to like Giannis or somebody. Like, I feel like Giannis, but Giannis not winning right now, so we can't say he the best.
We've never had a 7-foot guy who plays center who can shoot threes. He can post up. He's the best passing big man ever. I mean, Bill Walton is in the conversation, but as far as skill, I mean, as much as I love Shaquille and Hakeem Olajuwon and guys like that, they couldn't shoot threes. But he can post up. But, man, his passing is ridiculous. He's the best player in the world. And I agree with your dad on that one.
Let me ask you a question closer to home. The concern about the start for the Philadelphia 76ers and the lackadaisical approach.
The shit, in the word, and hey, in the words of the great Michael Ray Richardson, the ship be sinking. The ship be sinking.
You see, my problem is Tyrese Maxey, they say, spoke up and it leaked in the meeting and all of that. They accepted too much of this behavior along the way. There's accountability across the board for the way that their culture has been established. Your thoughts? And Philadelphia is a dangerous place because that fan base will turn on you in a minute.
In a minute, 100% right. Well, a couple things. Number one, I've never heard a great player say before the season, I'm not going to play back-to-back. First red flag, wait a minute. You're not going to play back-to-back. You don't say that. If you're going to do it, you don't say it. First red flag. Secondly, Joel can't be late to everything. Excuse me, guys. My allergies are haywire. You can't be late. Nobody's on time. Every now and then you're going to be a minute too late. You can't be late all the time. That can never happen. That being said, what happened at private meeting cannot get out.
Yeah.
What happened at private meeting cannot get out. But you still have to start with that, Joel. You can't be late all the time. But what happened at private meeting cannot get out. Plain and simple. And I think my Sixers are done. I really hate it. Because they're not good enough to make up all the ground they got to make up. But I'm really disappointed. Like I say, you can't, because when you're late all the time, you're telling people I don't respect you or your time.
Mm-hmm.
I said this last week.
Can't be ignorant.
I wish you'd have had Billy Cunningham. Billy Cunningham will leave his mama. He don't care. Billy Cunningham, Mark, I'm not even joking. And let me tell you something. Billy Cunningham will leave his mama. And let me tell you something else about it. Billy Cunningham can see you walking to the bus and he gonna take off. We're leaving at 5. If you're walking to the bus at 5, your ass gonna get left. So I wish a lot of these coaches, and listen, I had this conversation with AI when he did the practice thing. AI is one of my favorite players. I got a lot of love and respect for him. But they started complaining that he wasn't coming to practice when they started losing. I said, dude, that's the way this thing works. You can get away with murder when you're winning. When you start losing, they're going to turn on you. You said it earlier, Mark, Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure Jordan's been late all the time for years. But he won MVP, and they were somewhat successful. Now they're losing. Dude, that's the way this thing works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always amazed when a jock complains how they treat him different when they're losing and winning. Listen, fool, you don't know how this works? You ain't smart enough to know this is how this thing works? I'm always shocked when I say, you guys are treating me different because we're losing. Like, yeah, fool, that's the way this thing works. The stuff that you do when you're winning, oh, he's late all the time. Well, he just won MVP, and we got one of the best records in the NBA. Now we're losing. Yo, dude, why you late all the time? I says, I'm like, okay, yeah, we're in a business agreement. And as long as things are going well, we like each other. But when they ain't going well, it's going to be some issues. And the players got to be smart enough to understand that.
Man, that's not good news coming for the Philadelphia fan base from the great Charles Barkley. Can I get just a percentage chance of them turning this around?
I don't think they can turn it around. I don't. Paul George is out again. And let me tell you something, Blue. One thing I know about old people, they just get older. They don't get better. Hey, I love when old people say, when I'm watching guys on TV, they're talking about certain guys, talking about, well, he's getting healthy. Hey, man, old people don't get healthy. Do not. Old people don't get healthy. Sports are hard on your body. There's a sacrifice you make on your body if you're going to play any pro sport. Football is probably the worst. We probably close second. If you want to throw boxing in there, boxing's in there too. But there's a sacrifice you make to your body, and you don't get healthier as you get older. You just get more wear and tear, and you lose your talent. But you don't get healthier as you get older. That's not going to happen.
Right.
So I feel like it's a catch-22. What's the solution if there's no load management for guys like Paul George or Embiid who deal with chronic injuries?
Well, I mean, I don't think there's a great answer either way. I think you need to play basketball to get your body ready to play basketball. Sitting out is not going to help you get better at basketball.
Exactly.
Number one, it's hard for your teammates to figure out because you think about the Sixers. When Joel's on the court, they got two different teams. With Paul George and Maxey out there leading the team with those other guys, and when you put Joel out there, and Mark knows this, those are two different teams. Those are not the same teams. And to try to think that they can go back and forth and have some form of chemistry, that's their biggest problem. There's no way you can be like, well, Joe's not playing tonight. Well, how do we play tonight? We're going through Paul and we're going through Max. And then 2 days later, well, Joel's back. Well, what do Max and Paul got to do? Stand back and let Joel do his thing. There's no way that's going to be successful. And the thing with back-to-back, they got the best backup center in the league. Just say, hey, okay, I'm only going to play 25 minutes in the second game. That would have been the right way. But to start the season, I was saying I'm not going to play back-to-back. That was stupid.
A lot of times, though, we blame the players. This started with front office and management dictating load management and telling guys when. And if you took a day off of practice, we look at you like you crazy. Now that management and coaching staff is put.
They trying to tell y'all. They trying to tell y'all, bro. All that soft shit.
Put together, and the physical therapy people have put together plans of when to take days off. So they initiated this action.
Yeah, and they're wrong. You take days off when you're hurt and things like that. You don't take days off just to take days off. That's my biggest problem. Hey man, my ankle's a little tweaked. Okay, don't play tonight. My back is sore. Okay, don't play tonight. Just to say, this, think about it. That dude said before the season, I'm not playing back-to-back games. Are you serious right now? Before the season, okay, man, we all get tired. Hey, you got to bet your knee is sore, don't play. Your back is sore, don't play. Yeah, I'm not going to play in the back-to-back the whole season. That, to me, is the problem, and it really screwed up the Sixers.
What do you say if you're on the Philadelphia 76ers and you guys are coming in to play us in Madison Square Garden, and management or coaching staff or the powers that be come up to you and say, your load manager, you're going to take the day off this game against the Knicks?
Mark, you know I'm not missing a Knick game.
We ain't got that no more. That mentality.
No, Blue. In basketball history, the Celtics, you got to play at the Boston Garden. You got to play at Madison Square Garden. You got to play at the Spectrum. You got to play at the Forum. You know, the Warriors, all their successes came in the last X amount of years, but you gonna play at the Forum, the Gardens, and the Spectrum. Those are four iconic places that you gotta play because it's different. Let me tell you something. When the Knicks are good in the playoffs, it's a totally different vibe. Like when the Knicks are successful like they've been the last couple of years, when we're showing their game, man, it's such an electric thing. I mean, it is electric. I mean, it is so much fun. I mean, I'm telling you, man. Mark, you know you got to play at the Garden.
You've been awfully generous with your time. A couple more questions. TNT, what makes you guys so special individually and collectively?
So, Mark, it's two things. Okay, so most people don't understand. We're on from 7 to 2 in the morning.
All right, y'all, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed the video, man. Just I don't know, and I appreciate Charles Barkley and the podcast just for giving us on an insight and insights of like what happened back in their day and like what he think about the era right now and Bron and them. Like I appreciate that for real. Cause I'm trying to show the Bron fans too, bro. Like told y'all, bro, they don't really respect what he got going on. I guess they just trying to be nice because when you empower like that, like Bron, and you can't say certain stuff. that's just how it is. So, but any other videos that y'all want me to react to, y'all go spam them in the comment section, and we gonna get through them. A PSA, I'm gonna be starting a membership real soon. So I think y'all able to see it right now as this video drops. So if y'all want the membership, it'll be $19.99. And I think that's for a whole month. So it's $19 a month. And that's gonna include like uploads only for the memberships, unedited videos and live streams for the members only. So y'all want that type of content, make sure y'all go get the membership. But that's gonna be the end of the video, man. I'm gonna see y'all boys tomorrow.